call to arms. For I've always understood the collective of humanity seeks the evidence of science, as they perhaps cannot sense truth as we may, for we know real, pure truth, understanding such instantaneously from its singular totality, from the very moment it enters our field. For they have yet to fully trust their intuitive and emotional bodies if activated at all. Therefore, they rely on outside sources to define truth for them. Well, my friends, we here are that outside source. Can you feel the pulsation of such divine responsibility, manifesting into cosmic creation for the entirety of earthly nations? I've always created from the young age of a child, wandering off, alone on my good neighbor's 1,000 acres. With an imagination so powerful I quite literally would project another realm into reality, in which I played with joy in life's playground. That neighbor, like a grandparent figure and owner of the property, allowed us on whenever we desired. To explore the lands, start a cozy fire by the San Jacinto River, or to hunt. They even loaned us their old barrel racing horses. I love horses, Lowell. So durable, strong and majestic, with an absolute free spirit as displayed in wild Mustangs roaming the plains of North America. They allowed us upon their property in free will, for when they first met me, I was wearing what's known in the medical field as a halo, a result from a neck injury via a car crash. The device composed of metal bars resting on my toddler-sized shoulders, with screws implanted into one's skull to keep the head, neck and spinal cord aligned. As such neighbor had lost a child too in a car crash. Having sympathy for my family and I, there lies something I've held vaulted, generated and residing within my DNA. All envisioned within my mind's eye like the cosmic Nikola Tesla, designing, customizing, enhancing and unifying all cosmic blueprints within one's imaginative and creative mind. As we must understand, imagination and creativity mustn't be seen merely as daydreaming, rather a source, the divine speaking through us. And yet it's not only the physical manifestation which results from this undertaking. More so, rather, it's within the process of such creation, the energetic flow which rushes through the cosmic body. For within the task of imagination, creation may flow into manifestation. In this form of being, commonly referred to as flow state, may also be thought of as the presence of the Holy Spirit. For we have defined these words as hobbies or emotions, therefore, casting shadows on such luminous divine light of truth. For what truly happens in this process of creation exists a portal to the Creator, Him herself. For a new era, earthly blueprint must encompass all realities which currently exist within the realm, meaning we cannot just shift a reality into a new. Yes, of course we can, for the science has been scribed and witnessed by the ancients themselves, described as a power sent from the stars, which evidently lie dormant as the truths of their ancient sacred sciences. Yet that power may take eons. Ironically still, mankind will come to discover the generator of such universal potential is not first conducted in the physical, in merely pure science as the carnal mind may view it, rather through the spirit or via spirituality. As this divine entanglement is only merely described or defined in the name of science, as it's not the science which gives rise to these higher energetic portions of thyself, it's the spirit. Yet no matter how much we desire to expose this truth, frustratingly, that's what the current collective requires in this current evolutionary time grid point. If we desire rapid change, then we must accept our reality for what it is, repairing the things we can right here and now within the eternal now. In order for this to happen, we must reflect on the many individual puzzle pieces already in existence within our 3D earthly reality. Once one has a good understanding of the civilization inhabited, differing between celestial bodies on which one resides, from here we may rebuild again anew. That's our task, our job, our mission. Now is the time to rally the troops, the boots on the ground. Not just any troops, however. A cosmic Tier 1 task force, only whispered about in folklore throughout the galaxy, disciplined and magnetized to such soul mission. What is it we are to build, you may ask? True cosmic academia? That's the answer. For knowledge is true power, they say. Rather, I believe knowledge encoded within and as one's own unique DNA database. One's passions, hobbies and joys undertaken in free will, provided free of charge these things which excite us. This is not an odd quirk of the individual, but a soul calling in which you, as the puzzle piece, must fit into the larger mold of the collective. Therefore, true universal education is what humanity desires. An institution which allows its future scholars to explore not only the channel of cosmic consciousness and the language of mathematics, but also the deep, hidden depths and true desires of the soul. This Ivy League academic establishment is known as the One Institute. The Origin New Era Institute intends on encompassing all facets of reality and matter, from the common human physical 3D scientific fields of study such as law and diplomacy, health and medicine, mathematics and geometry, energy and telecommunications, resources and materials, aerospace and exploration, logistics and transportation, agriculture and environmental, technology and apparatus, engineering and manufacturing. In coexistence with the sacred teachings and practices of universal law, encompassing subjects such as the sacred sciences, as diverse as philosophy, alchemy, psychology, botany, astrology, biology, archaeology, herbology, mineralogy, linguistics, cosmology, numerology, astronomy, cartography, sacred geometry, and meteorology. Engineering the world's most advanced quantum supercomputer and world-first zero-point quantum field generator. Wirelessly generating, transmitting, and distributing electricity. Housing world-class medical facilities and hospitals on the cutting edge of human biology. Combining modern medical practice with the spiritual healing arts. Creating new ways of vertical farming and aquaponic agriculture, blending the evolution of nature with the science of mankind, with 24/7 environmental AI controls dissolving the need for GMOs and pesticides. Mining the lunar surface and local celestial asteroids for raw, precious, and valuable elemental resources and materials. Rather than devastating the Mother Earth, we reach to the abundance of the stars, creating new building materials at pennies on the dollar. Generating new ways of faster, more efficient global logistics, resource and goods transportation system. Utilizing unmanned autonomous sea, air, land, and space machinery and assets. A dream lab for science like a combination of Lockheed Martin Skunk Works and the United States National Laboratories. With large funding, this highly intelligent division of the institution creates technologies which benevolently impact human civilization on a grand scale, leaving a ripple for generations to come. A shelter for the orphaned and the homeless, rebuilding lost souls, adding to the rise of the collective, from the worst of humanity to the best. As extra time and care is spent on these individuals, for when the broken return to the light, they are more powerful than most. An expressive stage for monthly festivals similar to Coachella or Ultra, displaying art, music, and literature, allowing the citizens of Earth an outlet for soul expression. These aspects are in focus now, for the puzzle pieces of this grand new world already exists. We must simply display to them the larger picture, in which each fit with precision, uniting them in unity for the benefit of all humanity. Calibrating. Calibrating. Disconnected.